Hi guys, and welcome to video number 1 of the photography workshops in collaboration with Mansions of the Future and the Justice and Arts Migration Network. These workshops are a response to the book A Journey Around My Room, so if you do have a spare minute, please go check it out. So today we'll be looking at photographing light, but more importantly photographing natural light. So this could be sunlight coming through the window, or it could be sunlight coming through the doorway and creating an interesting pattern on the floor or even the wall. I'll show you a few techniques and then I'll show you how I edit those photos at the end. But remember, you can always edit those photos however you like. Throughout this video and the next few videos, I'll be using the camera on my phone. I know not everyone has a big DSLR camera, and cameras on phones nowadays are pretty good. So let's jump straight in. So in my upstairs toilet, there's this little window with some beautiful light coming through. You can see the colours coming through here, and a good tip is to press and hold on the phone screen and drag your finger down, which will adjust the exposure. I'm including the window frame so it adds multiple frames in the overall image. Another example I found is when the sunlight shone through my dining room window and created this pattern on the wall. I wanted to include the radiator, which you can see here in the image, just so it gave a bit more context. And again, a good tip, press on the screen and adjust the exposure accordingly. If you can, move around the room, find a good angle, find some different light, and really look for those shapes as well. So the last example I'll show you is facing the dining room window. A good time to photograph natural light is at sunset, when the sun creates this warm orange glow. I did take a few photos from further back, but always remember to move around and find the best composition that works for you. This is probably not the best example to use, but you can see here the light is really orange and the sun is setting really low. I wouldn't normally recommend photographing towards the sun, as it often creates a silhouette effect. However, in this case, the net curtains capture that golden light really nicely. Okay, on to editing the photos now, and we're going to edit the photos using an app called Snapseed, but there's plenty of apps out there which you can use. So out of the 3 examples, I chose this one, and I like to crop the image first, but you guys can do that however you like. You can use the grid that comes up to help guide you. After that, then you can tune the image. Adjust the brightness however you think looks best. I'm going to turn the contrast up, and I really want the colours to come through on this, so I'm going to turn the saturation up a little, probably to about there. And then I'm going to adjust the ambience as well, turn that up, that will really bring the colours through as well. And adjust the highlights how you feel, and the shadows too. I'm going to pull the shadows, probably pull them up slightly, probably to about there. The image is slightly too warm for me, so I'm going to turn that down. Probably all the way, probably to about there, yep. And then have a look, make sure you've done everything right. I'm going to turn the brightness up slightly, I think just too dark for me, there we go. And then go to structure if you like. I like to add a little bit of structure, I'm going to sharpen that as well, only slightly though. After that, I'm going to go to tonal contrast and add some contrast to the highlights. But once you've done that, I do recommend then going to protect highlights, which will keep the detail in the highlights. finish, what I like to do is I like to go all the way down and click frames and then add a frame. I think this really helps to showcase the image. And I'm going to pull that all the way in to about, probably to about there, somewhere around here looks good. And once you've done, export it and you're good to go. So here is my final image, and thank you for watching.